Hi, everyone. Welcome back to This Human Thing, a podcast on the human experience. Today, instead of having a pal on to speak with, I'm going to be leading a guided meditation. And perhaps meditation is not your cup of tea, and that's completely fine. Feel free to stick around. This isn't going to be very long. Maybe it can just chill you out while you're doing some laundry or typing in a spreadsheet or going on a light jog. Whatever you're doing, picking the kids up from school, I don't know. But otherwise, I'll invite you to join me in this meditation seated. And trying not to let the word meditation scare you off if it's not something that you haven't done before or that you've tried and it's just uncomfortable. Think of it as resting. Think of it as taking a nap. No pressure whatsoever. You're just resting. So I will invite you to find a position in which your spine can be straight. Preferably, this would be either seated cross-legged or perhaps sitting on a pillow or other kind of cushion, or just on the floor. You can also sit on a chair, or you can lay on your back. It can be helpful if you don't move your body during this time, just because as we move our body, our minds can start to move as well, because it's one system. But again, no pressure. Just resting. If you are laying down, begin to adjust your body so that it feels comfortable, so you can stay still for time if you wish to be still. So maybe this means adjusting the head or the shoulders or the hips. And if you are seated, again, adjusting your seated position so that it's comfortable and you can stay there for time. No matter where you are, feeling length through the spine, all the way from the tailbone out through the crown of the head. Feel the weight of your body against the ground. Feel your body heavy. It often feels like we're trying to resist being heavy in some way. But when we surrender to gravity, which is inevitable, and we mentally allow ourselves to be heavy, this grounds us, releases tension, releases resistance. And from feeling heavy, perhaps sounding like a paradox, the body actually begins to feel light. There is an equilibrium that takes place by letting go. Similarly, releasing the muscles allows us to feel open. And so we can create a very simple meditation, which is letting go. And letting go should be relaxing, it should be restful. It should be something that we get to do. It's like a big exhale. Because we're often, or always, carrying so much with us all the time. Mentally, physically, emotionally. We carry tension and inflammation in our bodies. We carry tension and inflammation in our minds, and tension and inflammation in our hearts or in our emotions. And so by letting go, we release that tension, that holding. And so there's no responsibility to hold. That just as the ground is holding our bodies, so that we don't need to hold our bodies. Life, or whatever consciousness may be, is holding our emotions and our thoughts as they rise and fall in each moment. We do not need to hold on because life is holding us. Life is keeping us alive. Notice that breathing is just happening. That you don't need to force yourself or remind yourself to breathe. We don't hold our breath because we think that another one won't come. We must let the breath go to create space for the new one. And so the breath is a powerful reminder of what it is to be present. And the breath can teach the body and teach the mind and teach the heart how to let go. Not searching for anything to let go of, but just feeling in each moment a sense of release. As we breathe in and then breathe out, just softening a little bit more. Feeling the body soften as you let go of any muscles you may be holding. And similarly, treating the mind as if it were a muscle. With each exhale, softening the mind just a little bit more. And by releasing this tightness, releasing this tension, space is realized beneath. And we can feel spacious, we can feel freedom, we can feel an experience of not being constricted, of not being suffocated by any thoughts or life circumstances. And remember, you're just resting. There's nothing to do. Just breathing, just listening, just watching, whatever your experience may be. And perhaps experiencing that what you're experiencing now in the stillness is the foundation for all of your experiences. Everything you're experiencing is through this body, this mind, as a window into your outer world. And by getting to know and understand what is closest to you, you can better understand and effectively move throughout your outer world. At least in the Western world, there is always this burning desire and this pressure for better, and that there always needs to be change for the better, that things are never good enough. And if we want to continue down this path of desire, we need to start with what's right in front of us, with what is us, to effectively change our life circumstances. We should take a look at what's right here in your mind, in your body. Again, not searching for anything, but just experiencing what it is. And perhaps along the way, those desires might not hold as much urgency or value as they once did. Perhaps. Or maybe they will change. learning to be a human is like learning how to use a computer. And most of us don't know how to build a computer. We don't know how to write code or how to build the physical part of the machine. Similarly, we don't know how to build a body. We don't know how to program, for lack of a better word, the mind. But we are using it nonetheless. We use a computer even though we don't know how it works. We use a mind and body even though we don't know how it works. However, you could learn how to code and you could learn how to build and construct a computer. But no one, at least so far, has learned how to build a body or build a mind. But we can learn how to use it efficiently. Many people who are skilled at using a computer still don't know how it works, but they're very good at using it. And so even though we don't know why or how, we can still become very skilled at using our mind and body. Notice if your breath is shallow and in your chest. Many of us carry our breath this way most of the day, most of our lives, in a state of stress, in a state of constriction. Even if nothing particularly stressful is occurring, we learn to live on edge. So at least for now, while you're resting, breathe deep into your stomach and allow your breaths to be long and slow. And just notice how good it feels to breathe fully. Perhaps even pausing at the top and bottom of each inhale and exhale. And just feeling the space there. Relaxing the eyes, the muscles around the eyes. Relaxing the brow, the temples, the forehead. Relaxing the nose, your cheeks, the jaw. Relaxing your mouth. Relaxing the entire skull. Relaxing the space around the mind. And perhaps you want to continue this down the rest of your body. Just relaxing all of those little muscles. Perhaps you just want to continue breathing. Perhaps you want to keep letting go with each exhale. Perhaps you just want to sit and listen. Perhaps you want to explore your mind or explore your emotions. So for the next minute, I will leave you in silence to just rest in whatever way you prefer. To continue with the computer analogy, think of the next minute as sorting through your files, cleaning up your desktop. Maybe your computer has a virus and you need to deal with that. Maybe you need to upgrade your system or some of your software. Or maybe your computer just needs to charge. Maybe you just need to put the computer away for a little bit. Maybe you just need to turn the computer off for a while. A pause, a break from all the constant activity. Whatever you need to do, doing that now. Or rather, the absence of doing anything. Just letting it happen naturally, just as you naturally breathe. With each exhale, feeling or experiencing just a little bit deeper into here and now. Feeling your body heavy and simultaneously light. Feeling open, feeling spacious. Mind is open and spacious. Opening your ears to any sounds around you in your environment. Not trying to listen, but just noticing sound. Letting it enter. And bringing a smile to your cute little face. You can open the eyes if you'd like, or you can hang out here for as long as you want, but I'm going to close us off here. thank you for joining me for this little meditation. I hope that it was of some value to you. If not, well, I'm sorry, it was your choice to listen to this. New episodes of This Human Thing out every Monday. You can follow the podcast at This Human Thing on social media. For all other links, you can check the show notes. I hope that you guys can invite a little more stillness into your life so that that is balanced out with all the rad things you're doing. And so those rad things can be more rad when you have the space to, experience yourself a little bit more and know yourself more so you can move through life with more efficiency. You can be more effective, more clear, getting more out of your experience so we're not living cloudy, confusing lives. I love you guys. Have a dope rest of your week. I'm going to have more of these meditations sprinkled in. I was never planning on having a guest on every week, but I was just so excited to have people on. But in future episodes, it will be a bit of a balance. I'll definitely probably have more interviews than I do meditations. Maybe I'll have some episodes where it's just me. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, as always, guys, whatever you're doing out there, I hope you're doing it with love. Hope your actions are aligning with your beliefs. And just keep doing your thing. Peace in, peace out.